Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota Grand Highlander Limited in the color white. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood, we have a turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine. It is automatic transmission, gets up to 265 horsepower, 310 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 5,000 pounds. Up front here, you've got your LED headlamps, daytime running lights, and fog lights down below. Underneath of the Toyota logo is the front-facing camera. And then across the front end, you have these little round nodules. These guys are your front parking sensors. Now onto the side here, you have 20-inch alloy wheels. Side mirrors include integrated turn signals, blind spot monitoring, and underneath we have additional puddle lamps alongside the cameras, which contribute to the surround view camera effect. Looking at either one of your front handles, you have this little dimple here. We can talk about that more on the driver's side. Heading back, all of your rear windows come with factory tinting, and up top we've got silver roof rails. On the back of the unit, on the right-hand side, you have your limited trimmed level badge. Then down below, just like up front, you have backup parking sensors across. All-wheel drive badge is on the left-hand corner. Then you have the Grand Highlander badge in the back. Underneath this is the backup camera. To open up your cargo space, reach next to the camera under the logos, press the button, and it should automatically raise itself upwards. Inside, of course, we have both the second and third row seating. Second row seating is independent captain's chair, so there is no middle seat here. We can talk about this section more in depth when we get up there in a minute. For the third row, it is a 60-40 split on the left-hand side, which allows these two sides to function independently from one another. For your third row occupants, they have access to plenty of their own cup holder and charger spots. Then on the left, we have both the carpeted and rubber Grand Highlander mats. All new units come with both of these sets. In the back, across the back of the third row seat and the dedicated floor space, we have this Toyota branded rubber mat cargo space liner. This guy's got two jobs. First off, helps to protect your vehicle from damage from the cargo. It is made of this nice durable rubber, and it has this texturing that you can see across it, which helps to give more traction to your items and provide a barrier between your cargo and the vehicle itself. Secondly, it keeps your space clean. It is much easier to simply take this out of the space. Then you can shake or rinse any dirt or debris off of it. The ones on the back here are just stuck on with a few Velcro pads. And then you can return it back in perfect condition so that everything isn't getting on the inside of that carpeted interior that likes to stick to every little bit of dust. On the left-hand side, you have one of your JBL speakers. You have this premium JBL speaker sound system all throughout your unit. On the right-hand side, you have this little interior light you can see stemming in. If you're looking for your tire kit, you can look down at the ground. Underneath of this, you'll find this little fabric tab. Lift this guy upwards, and everything you need will be accessible through here. In the back, we have this one long last thing here. This is your interior cargo cover. So there is built-in storage that goes underneath of the floorboards in case you need to tuck it up and away. But if you do want to utilize it, it just goes into these little cubby spaces, these little holes you can see on the top hand corner just underneath of the windows. It stretches across the back space and then can extend outwards, locking into each place on here with these little hooks. And that helps to keep private any goods you keep stored underneath, so no one can see in through your rear windows and see what goods you've got. To close up your space back here, you do have the kick sensor option. You have this handle on the right-hand side, and next to it is your electronic buttons, one to simply close and one to close and lock all at once. Next, let's go take a look at the inside. Inside here, your interior upholstery is the black Softex. You've also got black stitching on the seats. As we said, we have independent captain's chairs inside here, meaning that there is no middle seat. Instead, you've got your cup holder and storage spaces down below. You also have the armrests built into the seats themselves, so you can choose to have them turned downwards, or you can tuck them up and away like we have it on this side. Inside the doors, they have their own built-in armrests inside there too. Now looking up overhead, there is a panoramic moonroof inside here, which is accessible for everybody to enjoy. On the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, you've got pouch storage. Back of the console, you have your third air conditioning control panel. So this allows for your second and third row occupants to control their own fan speed, mode, and temperature. For the second row occupants, they also have access to 3 levels of heated seats, one on each side there. Underneath, you've got plenty of different charger ports available to you. And then on the side of the seats is where you have the adjustments for them. So whether you're trying to get quick, easy access to the third row for any occupants, or simply adjust your seats, either the pitch of the seats themselves, moving them around for cargo needs, whatever your purpose is, You've got these little controls on the side here, and they have little diagrams showing you which controls do which motions. Inside the door, this is where you've got your storage spaces, power window control, and built-in sunshades. This guy unhooks, rolls all the way up top here, and locks into place on these hooks on the windows. And it helps to keep the sun out of everybody's eyes without taking away from their view. And then when you have it rolled all the way back down, it goes completely flush in with your door frame. Now, back again to this little dimple, this guy indicates keyless entries. If you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand on top of here or inside of the handle to lock and unlock your unit. Inside the driver's door, we get our first look at this nice, smooth wood grain trim. You'll find a little bit more of this throughout your front cab space. We've got storage spaces in here, power windows for front and back, window lock, power lock system, and side mirror controls. These two guys on the top here are the adjustments for your power retractable side mirrors. So this means they can fold in flat with the body of the unit. You can have it set to auto, so they'll fold and unfold if you lock and unlock with a key fob, or you can use the button on the left to manually adjust these guys at any point in time. Right next to your handle is your memory seat settings, which of course means you have electronic seat adjustment, back, front, up, down, and lumbar support. Then hood and gas release are on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. You've got a little storage space on top of there. Then controls for your automatic headlamps, heated steering wheel, and the power trunk release. All the way up top here, you have your odometer trip and the dash brightness. Taking a look at your steering wheel, this is black leather with black stitching. Left-hand side, controls here are for your dash display. Then you've got hands-free communication and your volume control. Right-hand side, radio controls on the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top. This includes both sonar and lane departure. In the middle is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Right now what you're looking at is the optional navigation, which you can choose to connect through Toyota Connected Services. Under that is your audio listening. This is AM, FM, and satellite radio. Full Bluetooth connectivity includes Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and there's optional USB adapters throughout. Then in the middle is your Bluetooth connection for your personal device. You got two things in here. One is your trip info, and then the other one is your climate display. So you've got it for the front, for the back, and your options. This is your Eco Heat Cool and rear windshield de-icer. All the way at the bottom is your settings. So everything from personal profile, Bluetooth information, notifications, sound and media, vehicle customizing, apps, etc. Left-hand corner, you've got your volume. Then you've got the climate control center underneath. So we have dual climate control up front here. You also have controls for your rear. So you can go to view it by pressing on the rear, and then you can adjust it for them, or choose to have it synced up with the front. Then you're able to go into the front space, where again you have the dual climate, so you can either have your temperatures synced up together, have them synced up with the back, have everybody working independently. Lots of different options to make sure that everybody is comfortable at all times. On the left here, you have your defrost for front windshield, rear windshield, side mirrors, and the defog of the rear windshield there too. Then on each side, we have 3 levels for both heated and cooled seats. You've got the orange for the heat, and then the green for the cool. Driver, front passenger. Underneath is your 4-ways. Then you have your push start ignition and surround view camera. So if you give this guy a press, your infotainment turns to this full surround view look of your unit. You can change your perspective at any point in time, getting higher or lower from the unit. And you can even pause it to continue facing in your current direction. More adjustments for this are in the bottom left-hand corner icon. To get rid of the screen, you can either press the same button you did to bring it up, or hit that X in the top left-hand corner. Next to that, you've got your charger and adapters. This includes this wireless charging pad space in the back. It's got this built-in tray design that goes across and around it, ensuring that any phone placed in here will be nice and secure, won't be slapping around too much when you drive. Having this feature means you don't have to worry about having charging cords on your person and in your vehicle at all times. Of course, if that is your preference, there are plenty of adapters available for your use. More storage space there on the left. You've got cup holders and storage in the center on the right, including this one extra deep and extra large cup holder space up top. Gear shift in the center. Then you've got your parking brake and parking hold. And then all of your driving options in the back. So you've got your automatic start-stop, traction control. Driving options include your Eco Sport, Normal, Mud and Sand, and Rock and Dirt. On the right, you have your Snow and Downhill Assist. In behind here is your console. So this guy slides open. You've got this little tray that goes inside here, so he slides in, he's about halfway through, and then the storage goes all the way down to the bottom. Can't see because of the angle of the camera, but there are additional charger ports on the front end inside of here too. On the right, you've got more storage, goes across the passenger side of the dash there. including having their own charger adapter on the right-hand side, which is super convenient. Underneath, you've got a lockable glove box. Up overhead on the rearview mirror, 1, 2, and 3 dots, those guys are garage door openers. Then you've got your sunglasses compartment, SOS button, overhead lighting controls. You've got controls up there as well for your panoramic moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota Grand Highlander Limited in the color white. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta, Canada. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.